Hey, how's it going? What do we got here?
This is my vintage Brigitte Bardot poster.
Okay. Is it Brigitte or Brigitte?
Well, probably where you come from. Brigitte if you're standing in Paris. I'm here at the pawn shop today to sell my vintage Brigitte Bardot poster. Had the poster over 40 years. My wife and I are making some changes to our home, and it's just time for Brigitte to move on. If I sell the poster today, I plan on using the money to make improvements at our house.
This is pretty cool, man. The movie came out in Europe, and it was a hit. And it was like 5 or 6 years later when they dubbed it and re-edited it for the United States. They called it Nero's Mistress. And I guess it completely changed the movie, and I think it kind of flopped. It didn't really do all that well. But around that time, the reason they did dub it and they put it out is because Brigitte Bardot had become a really huge star. So tell me where you got it.
I got this at a charity auction in New York City, I think around 1983 or 84.
Okay, are you a big fan, or?
No, I was with a really good friend of mine, photographer and poster collector, who took me to that event, and he convinced me this would be a good investment.
I mean, is it an original?
I was told it was, yes.
Okay, give me an idea what you want for it.
Well, I'm hoping to get $1,200 for it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what, I mean, the movie's kind of obscure here. I'm gonna go grab my friend Andrew, see if I can get him down here, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Is that okay?
You bet.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
I have a seller in the shop with a vintage French movie poster for an early Brigitte Bardot movie called Nero's Weekend. He's looking to get $1,200, but I'm not sure this movie's popular enough to fetch that kind of cash. I've asked our poster expert, Andrew England, to take a look at this and tell me if it's a good price or if I should just pass.
Very nice. Brigitte Bardot, Le Weekend de Nyon.
Do you actually speak French, or is that just a...
No.
Okay, you've got a really good accent.
Yeah, poster French.
I
speak
gotcha.
poster French, yeah. But this is cool. The American title was Nero's Mistress, and the original French and Italian title was The Weekend of Nero. So it's a comedy film. You know, Brigitte Bardot plays the mistress. This was relatively early for her, 1956. I think this is just before her kind of international breakout in God Created Woman. So she was well known then, but not as well known as she was about to become. I mean, she was in 40+ films. I think she did well over 60 songs, recorded songs.
They were workers back then. I have to say, when they signed a deal, they were in like, what, 3 films a year? You're putting out albums, you're a model,
Sure.
She was, what, a singer, an actress, and a model?
And she had many talents. This is a cool piece. You know, I like the colors of it.
It's not a really popular movie, is it?
No. This format, though, is uncommon. It's kind of like a door panel size. I believe it's more valuable than the more standard, or I believe it's also more valuable than the American release of the film, which came later.
Give me an idea of what it's worth, and I'm fairly sure it's real or original. I just kind of don't really know where to even go up this.
Sure. No, I think it's real as well. I mean, all the telltale signs, I know you can pick up on the folds, but you'd want to see them. This was folded for distribution. It was folded to get to the movie theaters, and it should have been in several pieces. In this size, yeah, you can see here there's a join in the lower end here, so that's totally fine. What has happened since then, did you acquire it linen back, sir, or was it?
I had it linen back.
You had it linen back.
Yes.
Okay. My concern, Corey, is how it's fixed to this board. If it's just pressure shrink wrapped to the board or if it's glued to the board.
Okay.
Would you mind if
Not
I
at
touched
all.
it to kind of determine that?
Please do.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I can feel the linen and it feels like it's glued. Which isn't the end of the world, but you would have to remove it for it to be sold as a collectible. As it is now, it's a decor piece. It looks cool. It's not going to retain value.
So he's looking for $1,200.
Okay, that's a little high. I would put the value somewhere around half that if it wasn't glued to board. As it sits right now, no restoration, selling it right now, $200.
Well, I appreciate everything you do for me, man.
Happy
Thanks
to
a
help,
lot.
Corey. Anytime, brother. Best of luck,
Thank you.
sir.
Thanks.
So, it's not what I wanted to hear either, man. I'm sorry. It would cost me too much money.
Sure.
I really do like it. I mean, I wish we could make a deal on it, but I just got to pass. I'm sorry.
Understand.
Good luck to you.
Thanks for your time
Take
today.
care, sir.